Hi guys, hi, let's walk and chat. Let's have a walk and chat. Yes guys, let's have a chat. Well, Sunday's my birthday, so I'm getting myself pampered. Sponsored by my son, darling. So we can get a little chat as I walk over to this place here. Okay, let me get across this road here. Yes guys, so welcome to my channel. We on the road today again, and the ice is on the road, so you gotta careful. Whew. Yes guys, so let's talk about comprehend. Yes, you know, and then let's talk about comprehend and second-hand gossip. Comprehend and second-hand gossip. Why I say that? I said that because, right? A lot of time, by the time somebody bring a news to you, a gossip to you, it don't change. Yes, that is why I say second-hand, third-hand gossip. Because a lot of time, by the time it meet to your ears, the original story don't change. So you gotta careful with second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand gossip. You see, a lot of people can comprehend. A lot of people, they would hear something, and before they tell you it, the whole story change. You know, Whew. It's like if let me give you an example. Like if I say, oh my gosh, tell somebody Samantha's a nice girl, but she get a little attitude and so, but other than she's a nice girl, right? Whew. Somebody might run and tell Samantha, the answer, I can't take you. You attitude dirty. You got good ways. The all the whole thing gonna change. So a lot of time this was happening. So you gotta careful when somebody come and tell you something. You can't just run with it, because it's just some people, right? It's like, okay, you watching a movie, somebody watching a movie, and you wouldn't understand the movie this way. The person can understand the movie a different way. How's it? So you gotta careful when second-hand and third-hand gossip coming to you. You gotta careful with it, because sometimes, let me go in Ross. Ooh. Yes. So a lot of times, what am I doing in Ross? Anyway, a lot of times, by the time the gossip meet to you, it change up. So you just can't run. If you hear somebody say something, you just run with it, because a lot of times it change by the time it meet your ears. Let me tell you, when I was like in primary school, I was like, what, 10 year? Yes, I was like 10, 9, 10. 9 going into 10. I want a Christmas sweater. 9 going on to 10. My, the head teacher, I should say, the head teacher of the school had, like he had this, what should I say? he had this like a test run of something, right? So we had this class. He had a whole class, and then from the first person, they tell something to. So you see somebody, he told the girl whatever he wanted her to say, and she told the person in the ears. Nobody else can hear. So she just told that person in the ears, and let me tell you, by the time it meet to the last child, the message was changed. The message was changed. Whatever. So then I was that age when Sarah said, you see, I could remember what happened, make he did that. And then he explained that by the time something leave one person mouth, by the time it meet 5 person or 2 person or even 1 person, it don't change. Either somebody take out something or they put in. They take out the put in. Or they just exaggerate it more. Sometimes this person comes saying something, but they just run with it. And a lot of times, people, I see this thing, right? I could be, okay, let me put this. For instance, like YouTube. I could listen in a program, right? I might listen to somebody. And then I listen to this person say something. And then by the time somebody might go over to somebody else chat and like say, this person says so. And I'd be like, huh? So by the time something leaves somebody's mouth and somebody pick it up, it doesn't change. It change. See, it's gotta careful when somebody come and tell you something. You just can't just run. Sometimes you gotta either ask the person. If you're in the person, okay, you could speak to the person, ask the person, if you want to, know or whatever. Because a lot of time when people bring it over, bringing over some kind of news. Or some kind of gossip, it's changed. By the time it meet to your ears, it changed. That's why I say a lot of people can't comprehend, right? Because when they hear something, they comprehend it in their mind. Would they want it to sound like, or they just can't comprehend somebody saying something and they're putting it over in their own way. You understand? It's like they're putting it over. I should say that. Like if they're putting it over in their own way. And a lot of times, that's not what the person say. But when the person bring in the second-hand gossip, the fourth-hand gossip or whatever, that's it. Because and then next thing, sometimes somebody don't get the first gossip. Somebody tell somebody tell somebody. So by the time it meets to the third person, the whole gossip changed. The whole story changed. I'll tell you, I witnessed that in school when I was 10 years old. I witnessed that. That was an experiment, the teacher did. And it was amazing. That by the time it meet to the last person. And then not only that, a lot of time people really, really can't comprehend. When I can't comprehend, it's like you say something and they somehow is carried differently. They in their head is eventually put it differently. I am saying like you saying something and you meaning something else. I'm talking about you talking straightforward, something straightforward. But when it reaches that person, they start thinking, oh, I even know a friend. It's like I used to say, girl, what's wrong with you? If she can come and tell me something and she can say, this person say whatever. I say, they tell you that? Really? What did they tell you? When she told me what they said, it's a different thing. So I said, but they didn't tell you that. She said, no, but this is what it mean. She used to say, but this is what it mean. I say, oh, but this is what it mean. She said, yes. I said, no. Whatever come out to the person mouth, that's it. She said, no, 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 no. That's what I mean. So that's why I say some people can't comprehend. Some people, whatever in their head, when something come out, this what is, bring out. So you imagine she telling somebody something with somebody say is a whole different story gonna go to the person because she can tell the person what's in she head, what this person mean. It's like you cannot, if I tell you something straight up, I tell you something straight up. You can't tell me I mean a different thing when I tell you something straight I tell you. And you can tell me this is what you mean. Ooh, so I'm feeling hot. Yes, so that's why I say, you gotta careful with second hand gossip, third and fourth hand, because by the time it made to your ears, it change. By the time the second hand and all these things meet to your age, sorry, by the time this gossip, by the time these gossip meet to your ears, it done change. So you gotta careful with people when how they come and tell you things, because a lot of them I mean no harm, but it's just how they comprehend it, how they thinking, their thinking mentality, how they thinking, and then come and tell you next minute might be an old issue, and the person even say that didn't happen. I see a lot of times people come and tell you somebody say something, somebody do so, and it never happened. This person never even said this thing like this, but somehow when they carry their story, they carry different to whatever they had. So whatever playing in their head, whatever they thinking, whatever, there's always just this fetch story. Even with my grandma, I had that whole scenario with you gotta care for when you tell my grandma something. It's like, grandma, how she used to go off. No, I said this, and she used to done. I don't know, man. I just so I had first-hand experience with dealing with people where you tell them something, whatever they had, this is what they run with. Now, what you say? So, in all of this blabbing, I gotta go look for my sweater. And you gotta careful. Just careful, like, when people come and like tell you something, you gotta careful, because sometimes they receive it properly and they put it away, they come to you. So, it's, send me. Today I was doing something, and then I remember, just like that, I remember this whole experiment, sorry, that my the teacher did in school at a little girl, and it was amazing. Just this thing flashed to me, and I remember from the first child, and by the time it reached to the last child, everything was changed completely. The whole thing changed up. Then he went back and he tried, what did you hear? What did you hear? What did you hear? Listen. And it's by the fourth person, third person, everything start changing. It start changing right down. So you gotta careful. If somebody come and tell you something, don't jump to conclusion, especially with the saying about somebody. You don't really know if it's true. Something you gotta process and do a little thing. Find out better than, because there's third hand gossip, fourth hand gossip. When somebody coming to you with a second hand, a third and a fourth hand gossip, let me tell you something. A lot of time, most of the time, things that come out, things that taken out, things that subtract. Listen, commas, question mark, everything is going and putting and everything. By the time it meets to your ears, a lot of things is changed. A lot of things is changed. It don't be the same. No, it don't be the same. So yes. So in all what I'm trying to tell you, you gotta careful with the when people bring in these second-hand gossip to you, careful, because a lot of people don't comprehend. I witness, I see things, real life on the internet, even reading comments. Somebody could make a post, and if you read in the comment, you will understand a lot of people can't comprehend. Because when you read some comment, it's like, how you come to that conclusion? How you come to you understand? And these is people would hear something, go back and tell somebody. You could write up just ordinary something, or you put it on videos, whatever it is, right? And people would take that and reach their own conclusion in the head, whatever their head give to them. You imagine somebody put out a video showing you this, and you, like, if you gone behind the video, you just create your own scenario about this whole thing. You read in the comment section, you're like, how you reach to this? Where you get sometimes I just pass, because it's like people really can't comprehend, because listen, you guys should just, maybe some of y'all know what I'm talking about, but sometimes you must just look, like, in a comment section, somebody post something, go in the comment section and read some of those comments, and you would ask yourself, how you reach to the conclusion, where it come from, whatever, it's, so we understand a lot of people can't comprehend. It's like even with content creators, people don't know, a lot of people don't understand, people create videos, it don't mightn't be the actual life, some people do show the lifestyle, but a lot of time people just create videos. It's like watching a movie. Those movie stars, the script they acting, that's not a real life, but yet you see a content creator doing something, and then you judge this old person by something they put out, willingly put it out there, because maybe they want people talk or whatever, because Facebook is pay you by engagement and all that. So a lot of time people put out things for get pay, and then I see people take this thing to the heart. Listen, so it's all different level of people just deal with on a daily basis. So you just tread lightly. Anyway, guys, Sunday's my birthday. I'm on getting myself pampered. Already done the nails. I'm gonna do my brows, my lashes. My son pampering me for my birthday.